It's 3 p.m. on a remote airbase. The klaxons blare. A red light flashes in the ready room. For the pilots and crew of the U.S. Air Force's B-52 Stratofortress, this isn't a drill. This is an emergency war order, a scramble for a potential real-world combat mission. Every second counts. And today, we're breaking down exactly what happens during an emergency bomber takeoff alert. First, the alert. It doesn't matter if the crew is sleeping, eating, or in the gym. A dedicated phone line, a hot phone, rings with a specific, coded message. Or, the base's giant speakers boom with the command, scramble, scramble, scramble. There is no hesitation. The mission is everything. Pilots, electronic warfare officers, navigators, and radar operators drop everything and run. Not walk. Run. Ground transportation is waiting, often a crew van with its engine already running. This isn't a casual drive to the flight line, it's a high-speed sprint across the airfield. The driver knows that every second shaved off this trip is a second closer to getting the bomber airborne. Meanwhile, on the flight line, another critical team is swinging into action, the maintenance and ground crews. These unsung heroes have already pre-flighted the aircraft, but now they're doing a frantic final check. They're pulling off protective covers, checking for leaks, and prepping the aircraft for immediate engine start. They are the foundation upon which this entire rapid response is built. The crew van screeches to a halt at the foot of the giant bomber. The crew doesn't use the ladder, they practically climb up the entrance hatch. They're strapping in before their seats are even warm. Procedures that normally are done with methodical precision are now executed with blazing speed. The pilots are starting the 8 powerful Pratt & Whitney engines, but they're not starting them one by one. They use a method called cart start, igniting multiple engines simultaneously using pressurized cartridges to get them spinning fast, shaving precious minutes off the process. While the pilots get the beast awake, the other crew members are powering up their own stations. The navigator is feeding critical routing data. The electronic warfare officer is bringing defensive systems online. There's no time for chatter. Just sharp, confirmed calls, nav ready. EWS ready. Pilot ready. The tower clears them for an immediate rollout. The ground crew disconnects and gives the thumbs up. The throttles are pushed forward. This isn't a leisurely taxi. They are moving at full speed toward the runway threshold. They don't stop for a full final check. They do it rolling. Checking flaps, controls, instruments, all while racing to the runway. They hit the runway centerline without stopping. The pilots push the throttles to full military power. All 8 engines roar in unison, a thunderous sound that signals one thing: America's strategic deterrence is moving. The 185-foot-long, 500,000-pound bomber accelerates down the runway. The aircrew is pressed back into their seats. The navigator calls out airspeeds. V1. The point of no return. Rotate. The pilot pulls back on the yoke, and this iconic symbol of American airpower lifts into the sky. The gear comes up. They are airborne. But the rush isn't over. They are now climbing at maximum power, turning toward their assigned heading, a critical piece of a vast and deadly serious strategic puzzle. Their mission, now underway. This incredible capability, known as generated alert or minimum interval takeoff, is a cornerstone of nuclear deterrence. It's designed to ensure that no first strike can ever eliminate America's ability to respond. It's a high-stakes, high-pressure drill that crews train for constantly, hoping they never have to do it for real. It represents the immense responsibility placed on the shoulders of these airmen, from the youngest crew chief to the most experienced aircraft commander. They are always ready, always vigilant. So the next time you see a B-52, the Buff, flying peacefully, remember the incredible speed and precision it and its crew are capable of when the alarm sounds. What other military procedures do you want to see broken down? Let us know in the comments below.